Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about some of the premium options that we have for your photos in our wall decor section on our website. If you go to Creative and go down to Wall Decor, you can see the many options that we have available. And the first one that we're going to look at are our metal prints. We do have some options here, either flat metal, stacked metal, which uses multiple pieces of metal mounted on top of each other to give the image sort of like a three-dimensional effect. We have our desktop metal prints, which can stand upright on their own on a desk. And we have our artistic edge prints, but I'm going to talk a little more about the flat metal. We have two options here, and the difference between these options are really important, and you need to know how to get the best results out of each of these options. The clear metal gloss is going to bring out that metal sheen that you would sort of expect to see on a metal print. The highlights and the whites of the image are going to look very, very metallic, and you'll be able to actually see the texture of the metal. However, this can make the highlights look a little more gray rather than white, so you just need to keep that in mind if you're ordering one of these. And for the white metal gloss, this option is going to make the image look a lot more true to life. Those whites that I was talking about that look sort of more metallic on the clear metal gloss, they're going to look much more true to life. They're going to look whiter and brighter and more contrasty on the white metal. Next, I'm going to talk about our wood prints. All of our wood prints are made from sustainable and very durable materials. They're printed on high-grade Russian birch. And the important thing to consider when you're looking at our wood prints is that they work best with a lighter image. You'll actually be able to make out the texture of the wood in a lot of the highlights in the images that are printed on these. The images printed on the wood are also going to have more contrast, so you just want to be careful that you don't have too many dark parts in your image. As I said, these work best with lighter images, and the texture of the wood really comes through in the highlights. As you can see, we have some options from photo blocks to just our normal wood mounts. Similar to the metal prints, we also have the desktop prints and the multiple stacked prints. We also have our barnwood wall decor, and these are really interesting. So the image itself is actually printed on white metal gloss, like I talked about before, and it is mounted using a floating frame on top of a piece of reclaimed barnwood. So the images are not actually printed on the wood in this case, they're printed on metal, which is then mounted onto the wood. And there's actually a lot of creative options for these. You can include a caption along with your photo. So you can have a photo with a nameplate if you'd like. And you can also create different collages with your photos mounted onto the wood. So it gives it this really pretty rustic look, but also your images are going to look beautiful on the white gloss. Okay, and finally, I'm going to talk about our acrylic wall mounts. These will give your photos a really, really nice modern edge. Your photos are going to look really, really beautiful on here. The colors are really going to pop. It's going to look true to life. The highlights will be bright and vibrant, and the shadows will be deep and rich. We have two options for our acrylic. We have the normal acrylic wall mount, and we also have a curved desktop acrylic print that can stand up on its own. And we'll take a closer look at the options that we have for our regular floating frame mounts. These will sort of make your picture pop off the wall. As you can see, we have a lot of options for both portrait photos, landscape photos, and square photos. I'm going to choose our 30 by 20 mount, and we'll choose a photo to put on this. We'll rename this acrylic wall decor, and we'll move into the creator. So we'll create a new collection, and we'll name it wall decor. We'll save that. We'll go into the collection now, and we will go down and upload photos. We'll add photos. Select this one and open it. And it'll just take a short minute to upload here. Okay, and now that we have our photo uploaded, we can drag it into the frame here. And since this photo fits the 20 by 30 frame well, we only need to do a slight adjustment before saving our project and adding it to the cart. And from here we can proceed to check out. These acrylic prints, along with our metal and wood prints, take about 5 to 7 days to come in.